Rosario, would you go on a second date with Destiny?
Which one is your favorite? Dinosaurs or frogs?
It's good to see you again.
It's the second time?
Yeah. That's okay.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Oh, hey, what's up?
It's going to be just us hanging out. So basically the way it works is you get 5 minutes, but since you're like a special celeb guest, I'll give you like 10 minutes. I take myself off the screen. You spin your best game with Rosario. Afterwards, I asked her if she would go on a second date with you. So far, we're 0 for 4. So all the guys that have been on, she said she would not go on a second date with them. So you have to change the game.
Wait, so far she said no to every guy.
That's been on today, but the last time she was on the stream, she said yes to a few guys.
Jesus Christ. What? Okay, so let me just get my mind on straight. Is my goal just to try to get a yes at all costs, or am I supposed to like genuinely try to find if we have like some commonalities or what?
Just your goal is to spin your best game, right? So it's not like just necessarily to get a yes out of her, like, you know, like say yes, say yes, say yes. It's more of just like to seduce her, right? So if you were, let's put it this way, if you were meeting her at a coffee shop, you only had 5 minutes, right, to get her phone number, what would you say?
Yeah, f it. All right, let's go.
You ready, buddy?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, let's see what you got.
Rosario, what's up? How do you pronounce your name?
Rosario.
Rosario. Okay, do you have like an English white person friendly way to pronounce that, or do you give people a different name, or what?
What?
Do you ever give somebody like a different name, like for white people, or do you just say that and expect them not to f it up?
I don't get it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hold on, you're okay. You, Alex. Tell me about yourself. What do? Do you go to work or do you school?
I work. I am 26 and I am a professional dancer. And yeah, I live in Bolivia. I am from Bolivia.
Okay. From Bolivia, you're 26 years old. You're a professional dancer. When you say professional dancer, can you go a little bit more into that? What do you mean by that?
I am a teacher. I do shows and I also go to competitions.
Oh, okay. What kind of dance do you do? Like salsa dancing or like sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, salsa and bachata.
Salsa?
But I think bachata is my thing more than salsa.
Okay, gotcha. I used to do dancing with an ex of mine. We used to go every Fridays and she would teach me. Have you ever taught somebody how to dance before?
Yes, some friends.
Is it fun or is it normally really annoying?
No, it's actually something I enjoy. I really enjoy everything that is about dancing or the dance thing. So, yeah, it's something I enjoy.
Okay, gotcha. Do you like to do when you're with like friends or if you're going out with people or like on a date or something? Do you like to dance like on dates, or do you like to keep work and like teaching and all of that completely separate from your kind of like personal life?
I know. I mean, I like that people that is around me enjoy to dance too. Like I can share that with people I care, with friends, or I think dancing is something that is really important for me. So I like to share my time with people that also like to dance or to see or anything with dancing.
Gotcha. You said you came from Bolivia?
Yes.
Are you in the United States right now?
No, I'm living here. I just went a few times to United States, but for a vacation time.
Where did you travel to in the United States?
I was in Miami Beach, Orlando, Virginia, Washington, New York. Just that.
Where's your favorite place to go in the United States so far? Did you like Miami or like the beaches in Miami, or I'm guessing if you're from Bolivia, but
I really enjoy. Oh, here we don't have beaches.
I shot in the dark. Go ahead.
I really.
Well, it's because you don't have beaches. You'd like to experience them in the United States. Obviously, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I love beaches. But I really enjoyed when I was in New York. I mean, I really enjoy to travel too, so I could go anywhere and I will enjoy it. And just to see and visit the things that are characteristic from the place that I'm going. So for me, it doesn't really matter where I go. I just enjoy the trip.
Gotcha. What's one place in the U.S. you've always wanted to go to that you haven't gotten to yet?
Los Angeles.
Gotcha. What do you want to do in Los Angeles? You like to see unique things from each place. What's like the 1 or 2 things you really want to do in LA?
Actually, I don't know too much about Los Angeles. I mean, I first planned the trip and then I figure out what to do. Like I'm start asking and looking what I can do, but I had a friend that used to live in Chicago, and I'm not sure if it's like that, but she told me that Chicago is like the art city.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, there's a lot of art in Chicago.
So I love art. I love, I don't know, people singing and playing instruments and dancing and acting, and I loved all that kind of things. So I would love to go to Chicago if it's like that too.
Gotcha. Is there besides like dancing and traveling, are there any other big hobbies you have? Like you mentioned art. Do you like draw or paint or play any instruments or anything like that?
I like to paint, but painting is something like, it's just a hobby. It's something that I do just at 1 day per week. But dancing is my life, and traveling is a big part of my life too.
Gotcha. Have you traveled to Europe before, or only like North and South America?
No, only America. But I would like to go to everywhere.
Gotcha. So LA first and then someplace in Europe. Let's see.
But what do you do? You're asking everything.
Well,
I don't know you.
Yeah, we have totally different lives. I play on computers all day. I do politics. I like music. I play piano. But I live in a totally different world than you. I used to live in LA for a while. I know you mentioned art. I think they have the Getty Museum. I think it's in LA. I've been there a couple times. They've got a lot of really interesting, like weird museums in LA too. There's like there's just like a ton of weird stuff in LA. Yeah, like I don't know. I've been all over the US. I've been to Chicago a few times. Never been to South America before. Well, kind of. Does wait. Hold on. Oh, sorry. My brain just glitched for a second. Oh my God, I forgot the name of the place I've gone to. I think it's right to the north of Venezuela. It's a little itty bitty island.
I have a lot.
I think, right? What am I thinking of? Aruba. Yeah, have you ever been to Aruba before? Have you been there before?
No, but my dad was there. Were there once, and he told me it's a really nice place to go.
Gotcha.
How old are you?
33. 7 years older. Man, this is a long 5 minutes. Let's see. What do you like in Jesus, bring me back. Hi.
I want to give you some extra time. All right, so Destiny has officially lost his EDATE virginity. Rosario, you took his
oh my God.
virginity. He's been streaming for years and he's never done this. Okay, so what I've been doing is I let the girl go first because I don't want to bias her answers and I give my feedback. So Rosario, would you go on a second date with Destiny?
No.
Unbelievable.
He has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, if that helps.
Oh, I should have flexed that. No, shut up.
Okay, so here's my feedback, Destiny. First of all, I very much appreciate you coming on. You're not a dating coach, you're not a pickup artist, so I don't expect you to have like the best game ever. Okay, so here's what I think you did well. You definitely led the conversation, right? So you were leading the conversation. That's good. The problem is it kind of got into interview mode. It's like, okay, what about this? What about that? What I generally prefer doing is when I ask a girl a question and then I build on that thread, right? So I like to alternate between questions, statements, jokes, like innuendos, observations, right? So I prefer building on that thread. Now, you started off in the beginning with actually a pretty funny joke. Like I was laughing at that. The problem is when you have like a language barrier like this, you have to really dumb down your humor. Like you can't go with like the more subtle jokes, right? So that joke would have worked well if her English was better, right? But that's like a kind of a game time decision you have to make when you're talking to a girl who's foreign. It's like, okay, what is her English ability? And then that's kind of, when to, dumb down your jokes. So for example, when she there was a point where her friend came on and her friend was talking to her, like I would have just teased her about that. Like, oh, you got a translator just for me? Look at that. Like, so it's just like a lot of little things that you can kind of, just jump on and just kind of lead with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main thing that was missing was that like strong, like man to woman flirty vibe. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a good start to your e-dating career.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, or do I give feedback or what?
You can, yeah.
I agree with you about the going down. So when I'm talking to somebody, I think penetrating deeper onto a given topic is good. But at some point, what I'm usually looking for is some kind of engagement. And if I'm not getting engagement, I'll usually try to kind of hop to something else. So asking questions about the dancing, I think is good. But at some point, like you said, it kind of starts to feel like an interview if the other person isn't like engaging back much. So if there's not much interest, I try to hop to something different. But then it didn't seem like we connected on any topic to where we had like mutual interest. So at that point, yeah, I think we're pretty fucked. I think something that's really important for me if I'm going to hit on somebody, I think picking targets is really important, and language barrier plus somebody that is really into like dancing and traveling, I think that's almost always going to be like a massive strikeout. Like if I were to spend my time hitting on girls like that are like that all the time, I think I'm going to destroy my self-esteem because there's no way that I'm going to make any progress there. But I would say definitely the language barrier thing is a huge issue too. That's a really rough one. If you're just looking to like flirt or something, that's okay. But I think like my humor is like very dry and kind of subtle, and I speak quickly, so it's very, very hard to connect in a humor manner with somebody that's like ESL in that sense too. So yeah, I think I would definitely agree with that when you say, yeah, the humor would probably need to be taken down a lot to where you're kind of like making kind of like just very surface level funny jokes, and then finding better back and forths in the topic rather than just like doing kind of like an interview style thing. Yeah.
But yeah, man, if you want to chill, I'm going to bring more people on. You can help me analyze their game. I don't know if you're busy with shit.
Yeah, we can watch one or two if you want to. Yeah, go for it.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
So me and Destiny will take ourselves off, and then you got 5 minutes. So let's see what you got, bro.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
It's good to see you again.
It's the second time?
Yeah. That's okay.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
No, it's okay. You've done a lot of these, so it's all right. I don't know if you like pasta or not, but I make a really good pasta, so.
Yes, I love pasta.
Yeah, so I wanted to tell you, you look really good tonight.
Thank you. You're really kind.
What I like that I can tell about you is even though you would look fine, completely natural, you have that femininity that you want to dress up and look good, and I appreciate that in a woman. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you. That's really kind.
Yeah, and I've seen from the other speed dates and everything, you can carry on like a fun, intelligent conversation. So I like that too. When are you coming back to Miami?
I didn't know you were going to come visit me in Miami, Brad. It would be nice if you give me a heads up that you're going to come stay at my place.
Dude, I saw your fan meetup you did in Miami once, and I thought that was pretty...
Okay, Rosario, would you go on a second date with Brad?
Yes, but in a friendly way.
Yes. I understand. Yo comprendo. Okay, Destiny, you want to give feedback first, or should I go?
I'll just say one thing. I think especially with new people, I feel like keeping things like humorous is probably the most important part, because it makes everything lighter and easier rather than like feeling like very much like I'm trying to think of a nicer way than saying like sociopathic. Like it feels like it can feel really intense for a first meeting if it seems like everything's kind of serious. But I think you tried a few jokes that probably would have landed better if it wasn't for the ESL thing. Like maybe the Leonardo DiCaprio thing goes better, but it's a lot harder for them.
Exactly. I have that written down. That's a joke that only Americans would get. Like no one like outside of America understands. I thought that joke was funny, but again, the context.
To be fair, this was probably not the best strategic move, but I did that joke more for the audience. I knew it was going to go over her head, but okay. I just thought it was funny for the audience, so yeah.
All right. A man of the people. Okay, Destiny, keep going.
I'll just say that for now. Go. You can do your thing.
Yeah, I think the big issue is it was just like too logical and serious. Like also you kind of have a very intense vibe. I don't know if it's like your body language or your eye contact, but it's a very intense vibe. And you got to soften that. And you can soften that through humor, through maybe like through smiling more, through cracking a joke, through some self-deprecation. But you do got to soften the vibe. You want that right combination of like intensity, but also like softness and comfort, right? It's like, oh, this guy can fuck the shit out of me, but also at the same time, he's not a threat, right? It's kind of like you're trying to counterbalance those two things. You're not trying to be like a jester and just like crack jokes left and right, but you also you don't want her to think that you're maybe like, I don't know, a safety risk, which I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying like that's what girls will think if the vibe is like too serious or intense.
Yeah, I can understand that. Do you think it was better than last time or no?
I honestly don't remember, dude, because I just do so many of these. So
well, yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah. No, that's good feedback. I'm gonna work on that because I am very intense by nature. Like I'm very like get from point A to point B, so I could soften that. I could see that.
Yeah, I would also throw in some Rogaine for the beard and kind of grow it out more equally. I had that issue too, like a few years ago, my beard was coming in patchy. But yeah, derma rolling and Rogaine will solve that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
So this is like, do you drink or anything?
Sometimes.
So, something that like works for women do this a lot, and it probably helps for men too. I feel like if you had like one drink, I feel like you might loosen up a ton. Not that you're like nervous or anything, but kind of like what Alex said.
I for sure would, but then you don't necessarily want to go. You don't necessarily want to depend on that. You know what I mean?
I prefer Kava. I'm a big advocate of Kava.
Yeah,
sure. But something to, because I think like Alex said, he gave like it was like the other side of essentially what I was commenting on for like the humor thing. Your disposition is very intense. It's very, very, very like, very intense. And I think if you just like chill that a little bit, then I think you probably do a lot better. Yeah.
So is it my eye contact or just like my vibe in general that's intense?
Just the vibe in general. It's very intense. Yeah.
I think also in terms of speaking, and I might be making this up, I could be wrong, but I'm like, this gets into weird shit. Never mind. I don't know. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
You can bring it up. What is it?
I don't know if it's that relevant or not. When I think of people that are really good at like kind of controlling the flow of a conversation and everything, and people that can be humorous and like do like a lot of moods and stuff, having a lot of like dynamic range to kind of like your voice, I think can help you like bring things in and out a little bit. Yeah. Rather than kind of having this absolutely focused thing where you're kind of like on one line of dialogue the entire time and you're talking like this, being able to kind of like go up and down and like chill and pause and move faster. Like I think that can kind of like help to flesh out more of like the emotional tone of the conversation.
100%. Yeah, 100% agree with that. Yep. Like you don't want your voice to be like very monotone the whole time when you're talking very intensely and then like blah, blah, blah. You want it to be a little bit of ups and downs. Sometimes you get a little intense with it, and sometimes you're a little lighthearted, right? You want to have those like fluctuations in your voice. So 100% agree with that.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate the feedback.
For sure, dude. Yo, what's up, dude?
Hey, Alex. How's it going?
Pretty good. All right, Vikram. So hopefully that podcast we did on your channel is going to motivate you to bring out your best game. So let's see what you got, brother.
I've been learning, man. I'm ready.
All right, cool. I'm going to take myself and Destiny off.
Hello, Rosario.
Hi.
I feel like everyone has been asking you the same questions over and over, so I'm going to ask you something completely different.
Okay.
Which one is your favorite, dinosaurs or frogs?
Dinosaurs, of course. I hate frogs.
Well, it's okay. I'm a frog guy, you know. I've always been a frog guy, but it's okay, you know, because everyone keeps asking you, oh, do you dance? Oh, are you from Colombia, Bolivia? And, you know, I just wanted to change things up a bit. What I really like about you is that you seem to be you're very clearly passionate about dancing, but everyone just keeps kind of boring you with it, you know? So I was wondering, like, instead of talking about that, let's talk about something else, which would be more about how you speak Spanish and I speak French. I don't speak Spanish, and I think you don't speak French, right?
I just know to say baguette and bonjour.
That's all you need to know. Listen, I barely know you. Let's get to know each other a bit more before we get to that level. No, that means I love you. So you said you're from Colombia, right?
No, Bolivia.
Bolivia. Sorry. I don't mean to be just like the
Don't
other guys.
worry.
But,
Maybe it's because I am here with my Colombian friends. So yeah, we mentioned Colombia a lot today.
oh yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, maybe we should someday. Who knows, right? We could maybe meet up and actually have a first date. If this one goes well, we'll see. But yeah. I find Spanish language really seductive, and I know many people find French language seductive. So I could teach you French, and you teach me Spanish, and we both could, help each other out and become more attractive. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I was thinking about taking French classes because I like to learn new language.
Okay, so here you. Oh, well, actually, let's ask Rosario. Rosario, would you go on a second date with Vikram?
Yes, I mean yes. He was kind. He was like he paid attention to what I said, but like in a friendly way.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, but
it's okay.
yes,
I'll take what I get.
I will hang out with him. Yeah.
Okay. What's your feedback, Destiny?
I'm too friendly.
I mean, it seemed like everything was pretty good in terms of humor and everything. The really silly question about the frog and the dinosaur seemed to play like pretty well.
You know why I asked that, right, Steven?
Yeah, well, you call me Steven, so yeah, I assume you do know, yeah. The French and the baguette joke, or I guess that was kind of her joking. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like most of the conversation, yeah, went pretty well. I think the only criticism I would give, is English your first language?
To me or to her?
You.
Oh, French.
Oh, it is French is your first language. Okay, that's what I thought because of the heavy accent. Yeah, damn, doing like the double, triple fucking language is really, really hard to make your. But I wonder I actually wonder if in some ways that helped you because you kept like the sentences and everything like really basic. You didn't have trouble like misunderstanding each other or anything. So it was like easy for you guys to kind of like connect and not have any weird jokes fly over each other's head or anything. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, go for it, Alex.
Wait, Vikram, you were the one that introduced me to Destiny, right? Was
Yeah,
that
I think via email.
Oh, all right. Thanks, man. That's funny that. Okay. So my feedback is this: it seemed like you were a bit nervous. I could pick up on the nervousness. And if I can pick up on it, usually the girl can pick up on it. Again, there's like, you can't just like turn off the nervousness. It's not like you have a switch and be like, oh, let me make myself less nervous. The really only way to get past that is like practice, and just like progressive desensitization.
Wait, can I ask a question on that? I'm super curious. So you said that you can feel him being nervous. I can't tell the difference between like, is he nervous or is there like a lot of ESL stuff going on? Because like there are some things where it's like you could be nervous, like your voice is a little bit monotonous, you're not being very dynamic, like kind of maybe whatever. But like I can't tell like are they nervous or is it just be like you're looking for the words like as English as second language? I can't really
Here's how you would tell. Mm-hmm. There's a concept called up talk and down talk. So down talk is when I'm like, okay, let's say I want to say, hey, Destiny, let's do a collaboration sometime soon, mm-hmm. right? My inflection goes up, right? Sure. I'm confident with myself. Up talk would be like, Destiny, let's do a collaboration sometime soon, right?
Yeah, and everything is like this. And okay, sure, gotcha. Okay, interesting.
It's like you can tell that I'm not confident in what I'm saying. I don't really believe in it. And I sensed there was a good amount of up talk when he was talking.
Gotcha, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I was quite nervous. I was trying to use humor to try to hide my nervousness, but it's kind of hard, especially because when I know like so many people are watching when I'm speaking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I used to have a lot of anxiety. I still have general anxiety, like, but it's not like specific to any kind of situation. But for me, with like when I used to be nervous around girls, what really helped was just like doing it over and over and over again. And eventually your brain is like, this is not a big deal. You've done this 100 times. You've done this 1,000 times, right? And also when you can do, all right, so let's say like going up to a girl and asking her phone number makes you nervous. Well, if you go up to a girl and say, hey, do you want to f-? Like after you do something like that, asking for the number won't make you nervous. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying like if you go like 1 or 2 levels above that, then the thing that made you nervous initially will seem like no big deal. So Yeah. Another thing is you did like 70% of the talking. So I think good game should be like the girl does at least 50% of the talking, if not 60%. So yeah, like you don't want to like go on a monologue or something like that.
Yeah, because I know you said it was like 2 to 3 minutes only. So I was trying to go in like kind of speed mode, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people in the chat are saying ABBA wants to try.
I have to take off pretty soon. If you want to drag him in, you can, but it's harder because you have to like email him the link to this. If you want though, next time when we set these up, I could definitely have people like him if he's interested in like showing up. I can like send him an invite to stuff like this. But
Yeah, dude, that would be dope.
do you want to give me? If I just link him this StreamYard, will he be able to jump on?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I'll link it to him then. You can.
All right, cool, awesome. Thanks, Vikram. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. I would love to see ABBA spit his game.
Be funny. Okay. It's been fun. Let me know when you're gonna do another one of these, and we can definitely do more.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. I think it's fun. I'll definitely have you on again.
Okay. Well, hey, Alex, it's been fun. Rosario, you and your Colombian friend seems cool though. Okay, so have fun. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Destiny.